Okay, let's go back to the lesson. Since we have a set of activities, so we need to end this up a little bit and maybe switch to another issue. So we will leave the British Library lesson to the next week. Okay, there's a so we talk about the movable type a little bit. And then I will switch the King's Library to the area on the second floor where you can sit there and read. And maybe beside you, there's a 6-story height a storage room, and that's King's Library. And the King's refer to George III collection. Okay, it's a King Library Tower. No one can get in. Only a person conduct some research, you can enter. You can get the permission to enter it. But for a general audience, you cannot go in. Okay, but you can sit beside it. OK，你可以坐在那旁边念书，哈，那个书库就在你旁边，非常特别。然后in this area, it allow you to order drinks to have maybe coffee and light food there. And okay, here I want to open to the third question from the Tron class. So let's switch to Tron class here. And okay, the second one. Okay, here. Let me open it. Okay, I have opened it. And you can check out, look at the question. The question number 1 says that Richard Library have over 625 kilometers of shell. What does the statement try to describe? Okay, you have to pick right one. Okay. And the second question, there are 3 questions there. Diamond Sultan, 菠萝金刚，金刚菠萝蜜金. Okay, which of the following statement is true about the treasure of Diamond Sultan? Okay. And what kind of printing is movable type? Okay, it refers to the material, what is made of. Okay, so those are the 3 questions you have to respond. Okay, so you can respond with your AP, but there's no hurry about that. Now I have to switch to another issue that we have to talk about today because we have a lesson here, and that is the food and drink policy. Food and drink policy. Let me just stop a little bit. 我们先停一下好了。Maybe okay. Here 这里的话 maybe this is a movie clip made by our student. Okay, so it's a food and drink policy. Okay, food is strictly prohibited in the library. In traditional library, that's a rule. Everyone have to follow. But now it's open a little bit, maybe a freedom to the reader to have a snack or food in the library. I would like to address some of the things on the British Library. Here, this is a restaurant in the British Library. On the second floor, there is a garden where you can sit there and eat things there. And they even serve the food like this one. Okay, I ate there. I have the lunch there, and it was wonderful. Okay, so that would be open a debatable issue here, because from the perspective about the librarian, we want to keep the library clean and orderless. Okay, but from the reader's aspect, they want to have a freedom to think, because when they eat, they have energy to think with their brain. Okay, so this is the conversation between the librarian and the user from the video clip, but it also led the library to think is food and drink is really need to uh, for prohibited in the library. Okay, so as you can see in the public library, they design the space for food for certain in a certain location. So you can eat at a specific location in the library, not the whole library, but a specific location. They open the freedom to the reader to eat there. So that would be a very interesting things for us to think about that. So I would like you to take this opportunity to explore a little bit. Here are some of the related issues that we need to pay attention to that, because as a librarian, you are in charge of the management of the collection. You want to keep the environment clean and orderless. However, we also need to open another mind to think about the reader's need. So I would like you to explore a little bit. Okay, that would be a two-person to form a team search for the food and drink policy at specific library in English, not in Chinese, Mandarin, or Taiwan. Okay, it has to be in English in foreign country，就是在国外哈、看一看国外，哎，试试看有找寻相关的一些网站哈、那有介绍到的 library 里面的，OK。And here are some example. So for example, if the link here, we access the Duke University. We see on a specific screen, they shows up about their food and drink policy. And every library might have this kind of screen. Not everyone, but some library have this kind of screen on their website to describe their food and drink policy. So if you find out the library and have this kind of instruction, please use the screen down， 用截图的方式，把它截在我们的 activity list. So this is something you have to submit next week, not this week, next week. Maybe I will put that time a little bit longer, because I need you to put that on, and I also need you to share among the class. So For example, you put on your group member here and download the text that relevant to the food and drink policy, provide as URL, and maybe a screen down would be okay too, would be more preferred to show us about their policy. And I also put an example here about assignment should be look like this: food and drink policy at British Library. Okay, since I have put there or the link, the example I gave you, you don't have to put that in your assignment. You have to look it up your own. 你必须找你们自己的这些老师已经提供的那个例子的话，你就不能够用，你的 assignment 就不能用。OK， and the second screen I put down the link. OK, and also down about their policy, and then maybe a detailed information about their regulation and the assignment for their specific area for it. Okay, and maybe your interpretation, or what about their policy? Maybe they have different area for dining. However, they set the rule and policy for different area. Okay, so this is time that I left you to explore a little bit, and you don't have to hurry to submit the assignment today. Maybe next week I will give you more time to explore a little bit. Okay, if you haven't finished this this week. Okay. 这个就是我们今天可能要讲的任务哈。例子的话，就像我刚刚所介绍的，这个档案是你们要 download 下来的，那你就是缴这3页 ，OK 完成的。PDF 档 or PPT 档 that's fine. Okay, and I put an assignment example. 这是我的例子哈。British Library 他们的 food and drink policy 是这样子的，它指定特定的 area， 而其他的地方大概不能哈。OK， and 它有不同的这个 shop 哈，那个店啊哈，然后让人家可以买哈。OK，so 这个是例子让你看啊，那个例子老师已经提供了，你就不要再提供了。所以你们必须要2个人一组哈，去找一个这个相关的图书馆的网站哈，那他们有把他们的政策放在里面的。OK，understand？ 了解你们的任务吧？哈，一组2个人吧，2到3个人，嘿，对对对，根据窗 class。那要不切回来 ？Okay, so we have to stop our recording.